Hey everybody, this is Andrew with Digital Nomad Journey, where we support digital nomads and remote workers transition to the laptop lifestyle and be location independent. So this live stream was sort of an impromptu thing, not gonna lie. Maybe you can tell. This is an impromptu decision on my part because I just signed up for a free training and I wanted to help get the word out. My channel is still new and still growing, and I have no idea if anyone's going to be able to join me live. Regardless, I wanted to challenge myself and share what I'm up to in case I can help somebody, because I think there is a remote situation, a remote possibility, I should say, that I'm able to help. Even if one person out there I can help, then it's worth going live. So I just signed up for a free training. If you're not familiar with a man named Cannell, he has a very successful YouTube channel called Think Media and produces all kinds of helpful content basically on a daily basis on his YouTube channel. And I've been learning from him for a while now. The reason why I'm sharing this with you now, though, is because he's got a free course. And it's sort of a time-sensitive thing, because if you go to tubeinfluence.com, and I'll make sure to include the link in the description in the show notes below this as soon as I'm done filming. If you go to tubeinfluence.com, you'll be able to sign up. Here, I'm currently based in the UK, so he'll be going live today at 6 p.m. And it's important to participate with a community and other like-minded people. I fully believe in shortening my learning curve by learning from those ahead of me, learning from those who've carved out the path, who've discovered a working solution so that I don't have to go through all kinds of mistakes. I can learn from someone else's mistakes. I'm a big believer behind that. But also, I'm a big believer in you are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. So I know that if I surround myself with others who are starting a YouTube channel or trying to grow their YouTube channel, or perhaps looking to help someone else with their YouTube channel, maybe they're working as a marketer, a digital marketing professional, then I'm going to be networking with other people in a similar situation to myself. So to me, this is the logical thing to do. It's a free course. I'm always impressed by anyone who creates free content, who goes to, because I make content myself, I know how much work it takes to invest into creating good content. And when you create free content for people, I think that's when people's ears really perk. And right now, people are struggling. People are afraid. People all over are probably feeling like they've been painted into a corner with the lockdown and all the chaos and volatility going on in the marketplaces today. So people are stuck indoors. YouTube has reported an increase of 66% of view time on their platform since the pandemic started, and video is still the #1 medium on content that's being consumed on a regular basis. People prefer it. People can resonate with video content much more so, and I'm talking in general terms here, not maybe everybody. I'm sure there's lots of people who prefer the written medium or the podcast audible medium, but speaking as a whole, in general terms, video is still #1. So Cannell, who is an expert in this medium, he has a very successful YouTube channel, as I've already mentioned, creates all kind of content for people, and he decided to create a course that will help people fast track and avoid some of the pitfalls that beginners find themselves making. So it's a free course. I've already said that 100 times probably. So it was a no-brainer for me to sign up. And when I realized it's starting today and going for 1 week only, I thought, I better get the word out there. So I did some social posts and wanted to go live on Digital Nomad Journey for the very first time. I've been live before on previous channels and previous formats for various reasons. On a previous job I did, and years before that, I've had to go live streaming on Facebook and YouTube and whatnot. So I feel a little out of practice, as you do when you don't do these things on a regular basis. But it's excited to get back going again. So I wanted to quickly share my thoughts. Didn't want to go down the rabbit hole too much, since this is a time-sensitive thing. I'll include the link in the description below, and I just encourage anyone out there who is just remotely thinking that they need to get into creating their own videos or starting their own YouTube channel to think about getting a course and just sticking to a format, a proven strategy that has worked for someone else ahead of you. There's all kinds of free content online, and that will get you, that will help you move the needle as well. However, when you get bits and pieces all over the place, and sometimes that information can be conflicting, it gets quite confusing. So what I have found is I'll pick an expert in their field and I will consume their information and go through their training program. Maybe not everything that they teach will work for me, but I'll be able to pick and choose what works for me and then discard the rest so that I can find my own flavor, my own formula that works for me, right? Because what works for Sean doesn't necessarily work for me. However, he has obviously discovered a strategy on a platform that has proven quite successful. And it would be silly of me. It would be silly of me to think that I can come up with something better when he's already done it. He's already put in the work and effort, right? I've already mastered the ability to work remotely and to be a digital nomad. I've done that for 2 years now, and I'm more than happy to share what I learned with all of you. However, when it comes to creating video content, I certainly don't consider myself an expert. I'm still learning. I still consider myself a student. And to a certain extent, I'm sure Sean Cannell still considers himself a student as well when it comes to mastering his craft. He's been doing it for a long time. However, I'm sure anyone who is a true master at whatever they do would consider themselves to always be learning. Something like digital marketing is a very fluid field. What worked 2 years ago doesn't necessarily work today. I've been doing digital marketing for a long time, and it's an evolving craft. So it's important to always keep your finger on the pulse and to be ready for those market changes or those platform algorithm changes, right? So I encourage anyone watching this right now to find an expert in whatever skill that you want to learn. You can go onto platforms like Udemy. You can watch free content on YouTube. You can hire experts and freelancers on different platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. A lot of people are looking for remote work these days or learning how to do remote learning. So which is why applications like Zoom are doing extremely well, and there are certain e-commerce sales doing extremely well too, like webcams or microphones or lighting kits. So it's important to pay attention to the markets that are doing exceptionally well during extremely, again, volatile and uncertain times. So that's what I like to encourage people to do as well, to always focus on where the markets are going and to improve your chances of success. Whether you're looking for a job or, excuse me, should have grabbed some water before this. Whether you're looking for a job or creating a new product or a new service, it's always important to pay attention to the market, the industry that you're entering. Look at what your competition are doing, and set yourself up for success by essentially putting a little bit of homework in there and doing a little bit of research ahead of time before investing all your time and limited resources. You want to make sure that you're going to be able to capitalize on a compounding effort, a compounding ability. And right now there's all kinds of markets that are doing well. And as far as, again, consumption mediums, video is doing exceptionally well right now, at least until virtual reality and AR take over video, but there's still that video component in both virtual reality and augmented reality, isn't there? So I encourage anyone who is watching this, if you are struggling with anything in your life, find that tribe, find that community, find that community of other newbies, other people that are in a similar boat to you. I assure you that you are not alone in this. Whatever you're struggling with, whatever you are concerned and worried about, there are many other people out there just like you. In my situation, I want to get better at creating videos on YouTube and sharing valuable content with you. And for you, obviously, I'm want to focus on the new digital nomad, the new remote worker. But that doesn't mean that I still don't have a lot to learn myself to make sure that I'm conveying that information in a concise and clear and the best way for you to learn, right? So that I can improve your chances of success. Because at the end of the day, that's all I really care about. I want you to be able to transition into a location-independent lifestyle, because that's what I really believe in. And if I can find the mediums to help share the most valuable content with you, I'm going to do that. I'm constantly improving myself. I'm going to constantly try to raise my game and level up so that I can be that much more of service to you. I'm doing more interviews these days. I'll be doing another podcast slash YouTube channel on Friday, and I've been invited to do another podcast next week. So if you want to shorten your learning curve, let's do a little recap here, shall we? You want to find that tribe, find that community of like-minded people, because you are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. And if you surround yourself with people who are also trying to raise their game in a certain area of life, you're going to improve your chances of success. You want to find that mentor, that coach, that expert, someone who's already made the mistakes, someone who's mastered their craft. You might not use all of what they teach, but you're going to pick and choose what works for you, and you can discard the rest. And I promise you'll find your own formula. You'll find your own flavor, your own way to do things. I will be continually adding to my YouTube platform. I'm actually doing another interview tomorrow that I'll probably be posting the day after on an expert who's been managing remote teams for years. I think he said up to 15 years he's been doing it. So I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs and businesses owners out there who are perhaps living the digital nomadic lifestyle, but now they're managing remote staff, remote freelancers for the very first time. And I've always said this: when you are becoming a remote worker or a digital nomad, you're not giving up all of your problems. You're just trading one set of problems for a brand new set. You're not solving all of your problems, but it's certainly a situation where the pros outweigh the cons. I'm clearly biased when I say these things, but I very much enjoy being a digital nomad and bringing value to the marketplace in a virtual and digital way. And clearly, all the trends are pointing in that direction right now. So if you are struggling with this new world, this brave new world that we live in, please consume more content like this and start creating your own. If that's in your business model, start creating your own content. All you have to do is hit that record button, just like I did right now. So once again, Sean Cannell's free video course starts today. So if you are watching this anytime right now in, what is it? It's May 12th, 2020. You're going to want to go to tubeinfluence.com. Go to tubeinfluence.com. I am not affiliated with Sean whatsoever. There's no affiliate concerns here, so I didn't have to disclose that. But I wanted to reassure you that I just believe in seeking out the experts and learning from those who've done it before and made the mistakes before, so that I'm not repeating their mistakes. I'll make my own mistakes. I can do that. I'm not worried about making mistakes. That's not going to be a problem at the end of the day. So I hope this was helpful. Again, my name is Andrew. Thank you for being a part of Digital Nomad Journey. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you for being here. Please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this across all the different social media channels. And if you would like to join this community, we have a chat group on Telegram. Telegram is a fantastic way to share your thoughts and concerns and problems with other new digital nomads and remote workers. So I encourage you to find that tribe, learn from others who've done it before, and I'll leave you with own the day and make it yours. Take care.